Happy New Year and welcome to the WanderKnit podcast. My name is Allie and I am a knitter based in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I have decided to start this podcast to share my love of knitting, spinning, a little bit of cross stitch, and travel with the online knitting community. Over the last few years, the knitting community, specifically here on YouTube, has brought a lot of value to my life, a lot of joy to my life. It has helped me connect to my passions more. And I've decided that 2026 is my year to kind of dip my toes in the water that is YouTube. So a little bit about this first episode. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my 2026 knitting goals, some current works in progress, as well as some upcoming projects that I'm really excited about. So first, I guess we'll start with the goals. My number one goal for 2026 is to knit through my stash. I'm sure a lot of fellow knitters here can relate to that one. Over the last 15 years of me knitting, I have accumulated quite a bit of yarn, and unfortunately it's been a little bit hard to knit through at the speed at which I accumulate it. So 2026 is going to be a year of working through a lot of stash yarn. Another big goal of mine is just creating a hand knit wardrobe that I absolutely love to wear. Obviously I love knitting. I love wearing my knits, but a lot of the projects I had planned for a lot of the yarn I bought in the past no longer suits me. So part of my challenge for this year is going to be finding new patterns that fit the yarns that I have, that really, really speak to me and speak to the wardrobe that I want to have. But speaking of said wardrobe, there are quite a few things that I already have on the needles that I'm absolutely in love with and cannot wait to be able to wear. I'll start with the first one. That is the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. I absolutely adore this sweater. It is so soft and squishy. I am knitting this in Malabrigo Rios, one of my all-time favorite yarns. It is gorgeous. I love the color work on both the sleeve and the yoke, and it's making me so happy, and I only have one sleeve left to finish. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that really, really soon and be able to wear this while it's still cold in North Carolina. Who knows how long that will be though. The next item on my needles right now is the Stromboli, also by Caitlin Hunter. Caitlin Hunter just has a lot of really, really beautiful patterns that I absolutely love. So I am knitting this in Mayak Kupa, which is the called for yarn for this pattern. It is so soft and lovely. It is baby yak and cotton, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So soft, so lovely. This colorway is called Aventurine, and I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be a great staple piece within my wardrobe for slightly warmer weather. It's got a nice bit of lace to it, so it won't be heavy at all, and I cannot wait to be able to wear this. I did just cast this on today. This was my New Year start, so I've got a long way to go, but I'm really excited for this one. My next wearable whip that I'm going to share with you is the Hemisphere hat. This is a double knit hat. I have knit this a couple of times as gifts for other people. Absolutely love it. Need one for myself now. This is also in Malabrigo Rios. It is so soft. I cannot wait to have this for future trips. I recently gifted one to my partner, and he got to wear it on our recent trip to Norway and Sweden, and and he said it was the perfect hat for those colder climates. So I'm looking forward to having one for myself for when we go back to somewhere cold. I do have a couple of blankets on the needles as well. One of my great loves in knitting is cables. So of course I am knitting the Sourcebook Afghan by Nora Gone. This cable pattern, it's a starburst cable pattern. It is to die for. I absolutely love it. It is gorgeous. There will be 5 total of these starburst patterns in the blanket when it is all said and done. I did knit another one of these blankets a couple of years ago as a wedding present for my sister, and such a fun knit. I absolutely loved it. I am using Harrisville Designs Highland for this. I used the exact same yarn for the one for my sister. Such a nice yarn for this pattern. And it's gorgeous. I love it. And I cannot wait to have this as a throw blanket just to curl up under on the couch. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is some upcoming projects. So as I said a few minutes ago, I did just get back from Norway and Sweden. Most of my new yarns over here are from that trip, and the upcoming patterns I have to knit are going to be utilizing those. I know that's not really using my stash from the past, but you know, one of my great loves when I travel is finding beautiful yarns from that area and then knitting my souvenirs. I don't really buy a lot of souvenirs, but I will buy yarn. So the first thing I'm going to knit with yarn from Norway is the porcelain sweater. And when I saw this sweater, I fell in love. It felt like the perfect knit for me. It is so stunning. The color work in it just speaks to my heart. I found this really, really beautiful cream combo in the Sandnes Garn 10 Pure Gint and 10 Silk Mohair, and that will be the base of my sweater. And then my contrasting color is going to be this gorgeous purple. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to make a gorgeous, gorgeous porcelain sweater. Next from Norway is going to be a pair of socks. This will be my first pair of socks. I might be a little crazy. It's going to be color work, but it's going to be gorgeous. You know, crazy kind of runs in my blood when it comes to first projects with knitting. My very first sweater was a colorwork yoke sweater. So crazy runs in my blood here. I'm really excited about this. This is yarn from Hillesvåg. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I absolutely love the caramel and the natural fiber together. I think it's going to just be a really fun knit when I do get to it. The last thing from my trip, I got this yarn in Sweden. It is Knit For You Faro, not sure, but I absolutely love it. This gorgeous, gorgeous green. And that is going to become the Lemmy K by Isabel Kramer. I think it is going to be so gorgeous in this yarn. The shop owner at Makery 14 in Stockholm had a sample knit of this pattern in a different color of this yarn, and it was gorgeous. It was just so elegant, and I love it. You know, it may have influenced me a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Now, actually diving into my stash for some upcoming projects, I am going to be doing the Easy Eyelet Yoke Sweater by Knititude. I'll be using Lion Brand Chainette, which is the called for yarn. It is alpaca, wool, and polyamide, and it's just so, so soft. It is that chain construction. Almost looks like a blown yarn, but it is not. I absolutely love it. I think this color is going to be a really great staple piece within my wardrobe, especially on cold days. Again, North Carolina, who knows how much we'll have those, but I think this will be fantastic. The next one is the Favorite Flannel by Alicia Plummer. Now, this has been on my queue for a long time. I absolutely love this sweater. I had been searching for yarn for it for a while, and then at a fiber festival, I came across the Fiber Seed and their color Good Crunch. Now, this is their Sprout DK base. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love this color. I think it's going to make a really, really fun favorite flannel. So I cannot wait to get to this. Last but not least, for the knitting, I will be making the Lakes pullover in this beautiful purple from Fangirl Fibers. Fangirl Fibers is one of my absolute favorite hand dyers. She makes such beautiful yarns. I got the Dark Academia October Countdown from her earlier this year. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely in love with all of her yarns and her dyeing patterns. They are just so gorgeous. She makes some really fun, kind of nerdy, bookish yarns, which make me so, so happy. Especially her Fourth Wing ones. They are especially beautiful. Another thing to talk about, like I said, I do a little bit of cross stitching. My favorite thing to cross stitch is travel posters. When I travel somewhere, I love to commemorate the trip, not by buying stuff from it, but by crafting something that I can look at that will make me always remember the trip. So earlier in 2025, my partner and I did go to Portugal, and I am knitting this travel poster to commemorate that trip. And this is the next one I am hoping to finish. I do try to only have one cross stitch project going at a time, but I'm kind of itching to get to the ones for Norway and for Sweden as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get to those very, very soon. Last little thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is spinning. Spinning is something I've been doing for the last 12 years. My partner and I recently finished a spinning wheel. We bought an unfinished Kromsky Symphony, and we have stained it purple, and I'm absolutely in love with this thing. It spins beautifully. I'm going to insert a picture right here, but it is just so fun to work with. You know, while I've been spinning for 12 years, I still consider myself very much a novice when it comes to spinning. And one of my goals is to just become a more proficient spinner. I want to increase my skills and just really, really fall in love with it again and make beautiful yarns that are really fun to knit with. That's it for this episode. If you guys are interested, I will be going through all of my stash here very soon. If you would like a video of that, there's going to be a little bit of destashing. There's definitely going to be some reorganization and reallocation for patterns. And hopefully I can get my stash a little bit smaller and a little bit more manageable. But if you're, like I said, if you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. Thank you for watching my first video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day.